lot of people I definitely have to. Yo, what's up, world? It's your boy Filosco here. You know that American dude with the incredible mood? That's me. And what am I giving a lesson on today? Well, today I'm giving a lesson on one of the words with the most meanings or definitions in the English language, the word run. Now, before we get to it any further, let's listen to this. Sorry I missed your call, but I was on the run running a run that runs Thursday. Sorry I missed your call, but I was on the run running a run that runs Thursday. Now this absolutely makes sense. Now people wouldn't actually say it that way because you're using the word run too much and it sounds weird, but there are at least 3 ways to re-say this in the English language without using the word run, running, or runs, without using the word run basically in any form, and you can re-say this sentence. Do you know what this sentence means? Do you know how to re-say it? Well, the reason why I want to give you these lessons is and I'm going to reveal it in like 2 minutes so you can look at it. The reason why I want to make these lessons on the most common words or words that have a lot of definitions to them is because if you learn how to use these words, you can say a lot of things like the word run, the word take, the word hand. A lot of these words have like at least 100 definitions, whether they're used as in idioms or in phrasal verbs or just a word by itself. It has a lot of meanings. Now, I've given this little test. I've tried to see how many students can figure out how to re-say this in English without using the word run. And out of the thousands I've taught this to, I say maybe 8 figured it out by themselves. 8 out of 1,000. And you know, I might have made this video a long time ago, but not everyone has seen it yet. Not everyone saw it. I don't think so. Not everyone saw it because most of the time when I go around giving this lesson, most of them just don't know. But can you re-say this? Did you figure it out? Well, if you're a teacher, you should be able to figure this out. But if you're not able to, it's okay. I'll give it to you. So let's start from the top. First thing it says is, sorry I missed your call, but I was on the run. What does it mean to be on the run in this case? Well, in this case, when you are on the run, that means you're very busy. One definition to being on the run is to being very busy. Example sentence, I can say, I would love to go party with you guys, but I'm going to be on the run all night. I have a lot of things to do. Or sorry I didn't party with you guys last weekend, but I was on the run. I had a lot of stuff to do. That's one definition to being on the run, is to be very busy. Another definition for on the run is to be hiding from police. So for example, let's say there's a guy who committed a big crime in America. He committed a humongous crime in America. Maybe he killed 10 people. So he's on the run. He goes to Russia to hide so the Americans cannot arrest him. He's on the run, meaning he's hiding from the law. That's not me. Don't worry, it's not me. But that's what it means to be on the run. 2 definitions. One, to be very busy or distracted, and the other one means to be hiding from law enforcement or, you know, any sort of law enforcement agency, whatever you want to call it. Even the military, you could be on the run, okay? So that's that one. What's the next one? So it says, sorry I'm on the run, but sorry I missed your call, but I was on the run running a run. Now, let's say a run is a noun. So what does it mean when you're running something in this case? What could it mean when you're running something? Well, in this case, it has a lot of meanings that basically show control. Running could be managing. It could be making. It could be creating. It could be just any form of managing when you're running something. So right now I'm running this video. I'm running it. I am the one in control. Sometimes a new boss may come to your job. You have a new boss and he'll say, I'm running things now. Now I'm running this business. I'm running this company. That means that person who is now the new boss is the new person controlling or managing or just owning the company. When you're running it, you are the one in control. You are the one that has the most influence over this object, thing, or company, whatever. You are the one in control. So that's the definition for running in this case. So it says, sorry I missed your call, but I was on the run running a run. This is the hardest one for most people. What can a run be in American English? There's a few of them. This is the hardest one. I'll give you the basic definition to a run. A run can be a marathon. It can absolutely just be a marathon. So when you, how do I explain marathon? A marathon is a race that focuses on how long people can run for. So a marathon isn't usually like okay, if we're going to run for 5 minutes, then go home. No, marathons can be for like 5 hours, 10 hours. Like, it's a very long run. It focuses on duration, how long you can run. That is a marathon. But a marathon is also known as a race, and it's also known as a run. What else is also known as a race is speed racing. Maybe they race really fast for 20 seconds, then stop. That's also running. It could be considered a run as well. So either of those can be considered a run, especially a marathon. That is most commonly known as a run. What else is known as a run? Well, a run can also be referred to a show being displayed. So for example, a rerun. A rerun of a TV show is them showing that TV show episode again. So let's say my favorite episode of The Office is the first episode. The first episode of The Office is my favorite. I would say, when are they going to show a rerun of the first episode of The Office? It's my favorite. So a run could also be showing of an episode, okay? So you have marathon, you have the speed race, and you have the showing of an episode. Those are some examples of a run. So to finish it off, what is the last part? Sorry, Mr. Cole, but I was on a run, running a run. That runs Thursday. What does it mean when something runs Thursday? Some people might say that runs on Thursday, but most people just say that runs Thursday. Yeah, it runs Thursday. What does that mean? Does that mean people will be running on Thursday? Well, actually, it could. But in this case, when something runs on Thursday, that means it's happening on Thursday, or it's showing on Thursday. It will be displayed on Thursday. So this could be about an opera. Maybe you like operas. No, right? You like operas. So it's like, oh, there's a new opera. When are they showing it? You can say, oh, they're having their first run on Monday. You can go catch it. No, it's going to run this Monday. You got to go watch it. You're going to like it. So run can also be displaying, showing, or something like that, okay? So altogether, what is one way you can basically decipher this, say it with regular English? It's, sorry I missed your call, but I was busy managing a marathon that's happening this Thursday. That's one of the basic ways you can say it, okay? So this is really cool. You can show this to your students. Maybe some of your students will be able to figure it out. And if some of them do figure it out, it's probably because they watched this video. But if they haven't watched this video, then that's really cool. That means they have a real good explanation and understanding. They have a real good understanding of the word run, and they're able to explain themselves very well, which is really good. So this is like for, I would say, upper intermediate and higher to advanced. Like upper intermediate to advanced. Anything lower, I don't think they'll be able to figure it out too well, especially the run part. That is the hardest part for people. But let me know what you think. I invented this. Next episode, I will do one on the word take. So that's the end of the episode for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you learned new stuff. Look at my tan. Anyone see I got a tan? See the two lines? See? Black people tan too. See? See how I'm darker here than here? See? This is proof. I told you black people tan. No, black people can't tan. They can't tan. Yes, we all tan. No matter how black you are, you can tan. So yeah, I'm tanning. Not on purpose, but it just happens. So, let me know what you think. I'm out, guys. You know what the guy says at the end of all of my videos.
And don't be racist.
So don't be that is his catchphrase, that don't